Hello guys, welcome to another video. Hope you all are having a fantastic day. And Happy New Year guys. Today we are going to see 5 best simulation games for low-end PC. All of the above games are playable with a PC which has 2 GB of RAM, a dual-core processor, and any iGPU will do the thing. Before getting into this video, make sure that you have subscribed to our channel, because I make more of these and even better content for gamers. And most importantly, share this video to your low-spec buddies. Let's get started. At number 5 spot we have Kerbal Space Program. Kerbal Space Program is a spaceflight simulator that gives you the task of building a rocket capable of taking a crew to the moon. It has very realistic physics and is surprisingly difficult. However, this is softened by being set on the fictional planet of Kerbal, populated by a cute intelligent alien race called the Kerbals. It has an extensive career mode, and a sandbox mode that gives you total freedom to experiment. Before sending anything into space, you first have to build your rocket. Starting in a giant hangar, you have to piece together your first rocket from parts you find there. It doesn't take long to reach your first liftoff, but you'll have a long way to go to achieve your aim. In sandbox mode, there are no limits to the design of your rocket. You can do what you want, but your rocket will still conform to physics, so they will often result in spectacular and explosive failure. Kerbal Space Program is tough because it's realistic, like every good simulator. Achieving escape velocity is relatively easy, but finding a stable orbit is a whole other challenge. Even managing this, you still have a lot to overcome before you can land on one planet. It takes hours and hours of dedication, but it's a rewarding experience. If you're discouraged by Kerbal Space Program's immediate difficulty, do not despair. There's an official wiki page with a wealth of help and tips to make sure your space program is going in the right direction. There's an excellent and enthusiastic community of players, all willing to share their tips and tricks. If you want to feel like a NASA engineer, Kerbal Space Program is the game for you. Its complexity allows you to embark on a space race that lets you learn a lot about building rockets, provided you have the time and dedication. At number 4 spot we have War Thunder. War Thunder offers impressive content for a free game. You'll be spoiled for choice with all the aircraft models available, with attention and respect paid to the identity and history of each of these machines. When it comes to game modes, you can start a quick game with strangers or friends, or you can choose to create a custom game. The possibility of playing solo is offered, even if the War Thunder's key feature is the clashes between humans. Once you've mastered the basics of the game, you can play in historical battles, taking part in the battles of World War II and adding many details, such as fuel management, that will make for the most intense and realistic fighting. War Thunder fights are exciting, thanks to the game system that offers a perfect balance between fun and realism. You have to adjust your aim based on the enemy's path and above all dodge enemy bursts to avoid taking hits on critical areas on your aircraft. War Thunder is very well structured and offers you the chance to start off slowly with a very quick tutorial teaching you the basics so you can get stuck into the heart of the game. You'll then have the freedom to do the other tutorials at your own pace, which will get you started in the most advanced game modes. War Thunder can also play with VR gear, which takes the experience to a whole different level. War Thunder has a solid gameplay and mechanics, so give it a try. At number 3 spot we have MudRunner. MudRunner is an open-world truck driving simulation game. Traverse difficult terrain with a range of trucks and all-terrain vehicles to complete objectives alone or with other players. MudRunner is a sequel to the original Spintires, offering up a whole host of improvements. After the relative failure and incomplete status of the original, this revamp shows what the series should have been all along. Players are tasked with making their own path through a rough and muddy level with only a map and compass for help. The primary fun and challenge of the game come from the impressively realistic physics of the paths themselves. Mud and water feel dangerous and suitably slippy, requiring slow and steady driving and careful planning in order to complete missions. MudRunner can be played solo or with up to 3 other players in a co-op mode. While the base game and sandbox elements are incredibly well done, A general lack of objectives and content become apparent during the later game. The levels are merely to provide a reason to experience the physics, and once the basic pick-up drop-off tasks are finished, the game starts to become stale. You may think that slow-paced driving is boring, but it's actually very satisfying. Putting yourself in the shoes of a truck driver sure is a wild experience. It's definitely worth trying. At number 2 spot we have Farming Simulator 19. Farming Simulator 19 is one of the best places to live your dreams of farming in the countryside. While farming games were first made popular on Facebook, they've come a long way with improved graphics and plenty of choices to explore a new world. Compared to previous installments like Farming Simulator 14 and Farming Simulator 15, this one has reached new heights in simulating a true farmer's lifestyle. For enthusiasts of simulator games, this popular and fun series will be a familiar name. It's an updated version in the franchise and brings diversity and activities along with real-world machinery. Farming Simulator 19 takes you to a rustic and greener countryside. It provides you with the opportunity to set up base in a farm, depending on your lifestyle choices and preferences. While playing the game, you can raise livestock, grow crops, cut down trees in the forest, and just enjoy the open pastures in front of your farm. However, the freedom that comes with the game is a double-edged sword. While beginners could be overwhelmed, experts will be glad to have so many choices. It's worth mentioning that the realistic graphics and machinery in Farming Simulator 19 add to everything represented by the game. Whether you consider the farm's aesthetics or operations in the barn, everything looks real and inspired. With such great detail in the game mechanics and graphics, Farming Simulator 19 is counted among the most popular hardcore simulators online. Considering the land and money, Farming Simulator 19 download is much better than previous versions, including Farming Simulator 17 and Farming Simulator 18. You can also go ahead with Farming Simulator 19 download for Android. While the game brings a lot of joy for experts, it can be overwhelming for beginners. Ultimately, Farming Simulator 19 is an excellent choice for players enthusiastic about simulator games. Before getting into number 1 spot, consider subscribing to my channel, as I make more of these and even better videos. At number 1 spot we have Arma 3. Arma 3 is a massive military sandbox shooter with a focus on teamwork and user-created moments. The multiplayer is the true focus of the game, with hyper-realistic squads of players communicating across vast distances to defeat other squads with weapons and vehicles. A multiplayer experience like no other, Arma 3 plays in a more tense and strategic way than other similar titles. Players can join a vast number of play modes with different objectives, but all retaining the core of teamwork and precision. Form a squad of players, take on positions and objectives and outwit your opponents. Since its release over 3 years ago, Arma 3 has remained one of the most popular multiplayer games, and with good reason. The ability to create content with the base product led to the mod DayZ becoming popular enough to warrant its own release. New playstyles and maps are constantly released for free through the dedicated fan base. Overall, Arma 3 is the best military simulation game, and it's definitely worth trying. So, that's all for today. If you aren't satisfied with just 5 games, don't forget to check out my playlist on low-end PC games, which I linked in the card above. So, thanks for watching guys. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon, so you won't miss our future videos, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.